contested this upcoming February. We are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. And right away, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Green to bring it back. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
Under pressure, they got him again. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep. Got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
What's coming, and down he goes. Casey Hayward with a sack of the all-time corner blitz. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
This post tipped and intercepted. Picked up from the 41. looks on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second and 9 now. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. But too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Green to bring it back. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First and 10, it's Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
2-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Arthega right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. And that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The carry here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Sanders has it over the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again with Sanders. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Sanders toss left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Green to bring it back. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Fourth down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Steps away to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run here with Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. His third interception. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run with Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. It's a screen pass. That's complete. Sanders has it put through. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It is caught to the 7. And all the way down inside the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Chargers 21.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To throw here. And we got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game. It's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.